Alright, let's get on with this project. Alright, okay. So today I want to make a zonner style enemy. Which means I need to make attacks. So start by figuring out what attacks do I want. I think I'll write this on here. Down zoner, making laser, spike, and fireball. Okay. So let's think about this. First off, I want an attack for each of those, probably. I can add the normals as well. I have them before, but same these for laser. Spike 1. Spike 4. Okay. Let's add the startup and end frames at a projectile. Animation doesn't need to be at a hitbox. Then shape it how I'd like. Yep, that is a laser beam. Startup frames, how many frames do I want? 20. 15. 30. Active frames, 7. 8-ish. Recovery, 20. Fix the names, total of 43. Make that longer. 25. Names. This is gonna have what attack data? Sun type, I think launch, mid, lockdown duration, 20. So if we hit on frame 1, which is 15, add 20, 20, we'd be at 35, so we'd be pretty minus. If we add 5, we add 40, we're minus 8, that's still pretty minus. It's up frames 1. Damage, I don't really care right now. 1,000. Block back distance. 8 pixels? Okay. This, of course, might be too far, but I don't actually know. Alright. Laser is something. Let's do spike. Add a projectile. Give this a shape. Move it a little bit in front. And then, how many shapes do I actually want? Oh, bang, bang. If I do this, I think it clips player right in front of me. Let's go only halfway. Add another one. That's more pointy. Okay. And then attack data. Launch as well. Mid. Actually, I don't have information for that yet. Distance. I'll just go with 8. Damage. How many frames do I want these to repeat for? Um, 20 and 20 is what they have in Street Fighter for some reason. Do I really want this to take a full second? Yeah, maybe. Okay, and then I just take all this, copy it here, and then move this over by this much. Should still clip on. And link these two. Yep. Resource should be linked. They should be minus, so let's go with 20 for sure, at least. Let's add another 8 frames. So you'll be minus like 30 if you with this, so it's basically only a combo tool. And a combo ender on blocks done. Okay. Those are things now. Save them as a scene. Up. CPU, non-moving. Agent layer stash. Okay, I'm going to do a folder for attacks. And save laser here. Nope. Spike. Also spike. Yep. I'm also going to move all the other player agent stuff attacks into there. Okay. Now then, they're not special cancelable, which is a choice that I could change because they are an enemy thing. So I could go laser into spike into spike. Oh yeah, how high is the jump? I think it's pretty high. I should get over this, maybe. Okay, let's give this a proper name. New settings. Hmm. Not sure what to do first. I forget what I did with the script. It's term state. Okay. I'm close. If crouching, do crouch combo, close beam below. I don't have any normals for this thing yet. I'll grab the basic normals. Stand chain child scene. Let's go with. Wait, a few of them actually. it's not open. Okay. It gives all of the same normals. Make sure special cancelable and whatnot. I think. Let me try this guy out with getting it a combo first. So combos, restart all of these. Close BNB, add element, add element, add element. Um, jab, jab, laser, close spike. Okay. Below. Two lows. Spike close. Sorry. After the laser. Okay. And then if I put this in testing, I should be able to see how it interacts against me. Sanctuary child scene, zonner. Right. Alright, the projectile. Are they attached to entity? Okay. Spike close. Spike far as well. Save these. Oh. Right. Right. I have to assign something to it. Okay. I didn't get to see the laser, which is unfortunate. What? Anti-airs. Okay. Yeah. So, first get at the anti-air so it doesn't crash again. Um, Second, what do I do? Make this invisible. Mm. I've made its collision box way too small. Second. Or too big. Okay. That's good. Laser spike close. Is it not going into it? because it doesn't combo. Or count attack manager dot attack. Let me just get rid of this thing. If frames remaining is 0. Frames remaining equals 0. So that should do special into special now. It did do the spike, so it tried. I also want to see what's happening here on why it's flashing. It's being turned off and then back on repeatedly. Also, it was not the right spike. So it moves. Four. Spike 4. Am I still the entire way through? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay. Ideally, I want that to hit in the air. So let's change the startup of these attacks from 20 frames to like 15. Same here. They have these separate attacks, but I don't know if they have to have separate frame data. Could I use the same attack but change the animation? No, I don't think so. Not on the current system. Okay. Now hopefully I get hit in the air. I get hit in the air, yeah. Okay. That launches you far, my gosh. Basically JP with uh, Ingrid's special move for the laser. Okay. Mm, ooh, interesting attack. Interesting attack. I want a few attacks, so I don't want it to be just like nothing. Um, let me also add the fireball. This is a node, not a scene. Okay, let me change the ranges to be quite a bit further for mid, I think, and for like 150. This 60. I don't know, it's just 30, I think. Hmm, is that right? I don't know. I don't know how to design AI or CPUs. That works when I'm like right in front of them though. So gets you away from me, but sounds like the kids are having fun. I'm sure there's like a very large amount. Wait, why are there 59 errors? Signal enemy not connected to animation frame in spike bar. That's because I don't do that anymore. Code. And this has to be the function of an animation tool, which on ready for animation tool. Um, for Hmm, nation cool dot animate. The structure is forest, so it should be fine. That should stop giving me that error now. Nope, you got a different error. Um, can you put it as a warning? Um, all of these, I assume. I forget, did I assign this? Yes, I made those cancel into themselves. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. You go back to the projectile. Because they apparently. Something is different than I expected. How is it defined? Defined by default. We set the lifespan to be the same thing as the frame on ready, I believe. Lifespan check. Mass lifespan in frames is just set, I believe, and never changed. Okay, so in ready, then set this to get underscore parent dot repeat is dot repeat this frame plus one this is what it gets set to. If I run it now, I think that's just a fix that's like gonna make it so it doesn't flash as much. Yeah. That just doesn't flash basically. As we fly, eventually get hit by the spike, which is the exact frame I land. But it just felt like it was in the air. Oh. Yeah. Alright, laser end frames. I want to be hit in the air. There we go. Finally. Okay. So that's some of the attacks. I can see myself making another attack that bounces you back into the spike. Ooh, ooh, ooh. there's an interesting duality to the spikes that could be its own thing. You spike in one direction, you spike in another direction. Um, or it's like a diagonal, similar to how this is indented, and then one flips where it's like this way. And it would be quite interesting if the hit goes forwards and back, but also might lead to like an infinite, so probably not the best idea. At least not on a character without more like protections or something. Um, I just want to change the stun manager. I didn't even open it yet. Okay. Characters, stun manager. Right. Alright. Actually, let me check first if all entities have this property. They do not, which is really something that might need to change. Um, this can just overwrite it, I think. But I would assume to have this state, which is why I did it, I think, per thing. Let me just see for now. If host is player, host dot primary box manager. No, not primary box manager. Dot set dot primary or box component dot set disable all primary boxes. Let me see what this is like. So if I get knocked down, immediately. Wait, really? If shape is not equal to box, shape dot disabled equals true, shape dot invisible equals false, disabled equals false. Otherwise, for the box specifically, yes. Okay. Let me do an all check. If box equals no. Okay. So now you can get up and not get comboed when you're not when you're knocked down specifically. Cool. I can do that to the bosses as well. But I'm going to do like to do slash fix me here. To do. Actually, let me add a custom to do. Settings. Add a pattern. Whoopsie. The bad code. What do I want to say to myself? Refactor. Oh, I think a nice yellow might be good. Yep. Receive files. Is it going to require a godot restart or a script reload? Oh wait, it might just need a save. Yeah, there we go. Is there a way to do it in script color? If I do that, go here, save, what does that do? It doesn't feel like it's doing anything. Okay. Anyways, refactor. This code needs to be more generic and primary boxes needs to be more generic. Needs to attach, needs to be part of entity base, probably. Okay. Sure. Now, if I knock it down, it doesn't have it here. Because of course it doesn't. It is not just a character body 2D. It is a boss logic that extends enemy base. So why? If host is player, host stop primary her boss component. Did I somehow spell it wrong or something? Oh, okay. So first off, this thing can be corrected. Wait, what? I'm guessing this is a hardable player not having one, maybe. Because it is considered. Oh, never mind. Okay. I'm gonna go to my base characters and check that the thing hasn't been unassigned. It has been unassigned. There we go. Now you, wrong type. Okay. Host as player as enemy is, since I believe this would give me more corrections. No? Alright. Part of the spike can actually get on as well. The very front of it. Okay. And I land quite a distance away. Are those the right sun types? It says default launch, but I should default air rate. What did I make as difference between these two? The horizontal distance. So launch is closer. And the air is done. Hmm. That applies to the close range stuff, but I don't have any far range logic and stuff. Okay. Hmm. And this is where I ask for help. Okay. Lags while I upload the entire chat history, which is pretty massive. Okay. Okay. This is the current version of the boss, but it mainly works for close range style characters only and not for a zoner. Yet, what general concepts, what general overview version of changes of additions would I need to make while keeping all close there all the current code. Doesn't have to do it every time. Mm-hmm. I don't think that last part is true, but definitely like might need to be adjusted. For you specifically settings wise. Wait, did I edit the boss settings last time? Oh, come on. Donor. Make this too hard, see what happens. Like, it doesn't, unless it's like very far away. Which is fair. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Um, I should walk backwards to maintain spacing rather than always walking towards the player, coming in close states, but not anywhere else. Setting the resource currently has no concept of archetype. You need to control the personality. Hmm. Hmm. Basically, just add zonner attacks at far away distance. Yep, yep, yep. And also walk backwards more. And there's a lot of things that could be. Let me add like the projectile pokes. Or projectile pokes. Laser for sure. Spike close is not likely. And then that's it, I think. And spike close is not really useful right now. What is the spacing of the spikes actually from each other? I believe it's here to here. 39 units, 40 units, but like midpoint to midpoint, 40 pixels. Okay. Spike into spike is reasonable distance-wise, a few times, but not permanently. Could add a third spike. It would be basically JP, but without the fireballs that do the things that are kind of weird. Speaking of which, instantiate. Fire. Oh, thank you. Poke. What else? I could use the laser again. I think it's too long, man. Doesn't need to be that long. Doesn't need to be that dang long. Yeah, that's fine. I want to make cool characters, but it's just... Okay, let me write down my ideas for this character, like force spike character. Um, which is probably similar to Toph in the Avatar game when that comes out. But like a chart with spikes that have directional launching, deep, depending on input. A spike that faces left launches left, and a spike that launches right, or that faces. Right, launches right, so you can control the position of the opponent for your next move. Or set up a special or extend combo. The sticky notes are not sticking as much as I'd like. Okay. Fireball, spike, laser beam. That's 3 attacks. That is something that we now need a lot of the logic. Where is this mid-range? 35. Max distance from mid, so where it starts becoming far. Actually, how far is this? 100? 100 units? Let's go 150. Then instead of 150, the laser being like the farthest point. Then at 50 units, 30, 40, 40. Mid-range pokes will add close spike. And they will just enter your area if you jump on it. Yeah. Okay. Uh, ADR chance is the third of the time right now, which is probably pretty high actually for the amount of times it gets checked. Yeah. Need to add logic. Right. If they far projectile poke, that's the thing that needs to be basically done right away. Get state range. Okay. Poke chance is not abysmally small. Helping. Help to get in. I can't get in. Laser into lasers also, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot air stun override. That's probably why the distance and spacing felt weird. Spike close, projectile, hit data, air stun override for this, and spike far. So now if I am able to get in, oh, yeah, it's closer. And like they could meaty fireball if it actually decided to do a meaty at random. I'm far. Right, fireball is still not corrected. Let's divide it by 8. Just divide by 8. It's completely undetectable because there's like there's no sprite change, there's no art change. It feels like it's instant. No, this should be 40. This should be 20. Hmm, maybe 30. Yeah. Okay. what else? So now it's poking from distance, which, feels pretty zonery. Let's adjust the value to be a little higher, I think, for that. Poke chance, instead of like once every second to 3 times a second. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Now this is gonna feel like being bullied. To verify, I cannot jump over the spike with a single jump. It does require a double jump. Alright, so let's lower the height of the jump, or the spikes. Okay. That might be, that's probably jumpable. But we have to do it for both spikes. It's a little annoying that's a slightly off-screen thing. Okay, down. This one, down. Yep, and save. Yes, I know this extra pixel exists. That's intentional. Wait, pixel perfect spacing would be hilarious. But the players like that. Well, since both of them are never on the screen at the same time, I don't think it's a problem. So yeah, I think it's fine. Game. It sometimes goes for spikes, which it wisps from the distance that it is at. But be careful, it anti-airs you properly. Why does the fireball? The fireball makes itself invisible pretty quickly. Um, lost on invisible, I believe. Close. I want to see if the box of the fireball. Okay. There we go. Yeah, wonderful. like, I don't know, man. Does it need to exist? Yeah. So let me double check the close combo since I changed the height of the boxes. Still works. It's just wrong. Let let me in. All right. Let me in. Let me in. Yeah. It's got quite a bit, man. Okay. It's fun to have this guy exist. Yeah, no tweeners. Okay. Any other logic? Yes, I need it to be a bit farther. So let me look for the walk back part in here somewhere. Minus time, set scale, roll pause time. If state equals close, no. If it's not equal to preferred state, preferred state. I think that's gonna be the thing. And then in settings, I'd have to all settings, add, export, var or enum. And close, close, mid, far. I need to make all of these remedial. Okay. I need export enum for the settings for the ranges. What? Why? Of course I have to do this. 9 p.m. Really? Okay, fine. Alright. Yeah, makes sense. Close is 1. Mid far A, far A, okay. I'd love this to have a single source of truth, but I am currently not. 3 factor. Verify that it showed up. I have to spell this incorrectly. Alright, okay. Refactor. Indicate single source of truth for the states. Copy this line. Same thing here. Okay. Now we have a preferred state. We can go down here. Settings. Stop. Preferred state. I'm gonna call this distance. And then run it. Okay. Far is too far. Let's pick mid, I think, right? It's either mid or far, actually. It's not set properly, so. Um, Also, there should be like a greater than and less than sign somehow. Let's just do this. That. Okay, so that approaches when it's set to close. It should be set to close by default. Okay, and then if I set it to mid, does it start going away when I'm close? Yes. Okay, but if I set it to far, does it try to stay far away from me? Yeah, it tries to stay far, but far is too far, so we keep it at mid. Okay, and then for the boss, genre 4, which I closed the thing, it should be fine. Yeah, so it is really just trying to keep me out of that section, that spacing. Okay. I could change the close range too. Because right now close range is not 16 only? 30? Yeah, spike is a close poke, so I can just use that. It's doing meaty projectile. Oh, that's just wonderful. Oh, I love this. I love this. Have I actually set everything correctly? Okay. Close pokes, there are none. Mid pokes, there's just the mediums. So if current state is less than preferred distance, so if close is less than mid, walk backwards. Let's do just that. So at mid, it walks backwards as well. Like it genuinely tries to keep you pretty far. No, it's approaching at the far distance. If I get to mid range, which is within the spike range here. Uh, so here. Normals are fairly stubby. If it's equal to mid, it will walk back in the mid section, right? It's trying to get you into that optimal spiking distance. Yeah. Yeah, it's fishing for spike. Okay. I like that. I like that, yeah. Okay. So right now it just pokes at these distances and stuff. Pokes aren't used at close range. So that's kind of the boss. We can have like, okay, instead of it for like more basic enemies, we can have each of those attacks like fireball, spike, um, change, fireball, spike, and laser all be attacks for just to just regular enemies. One attack for an enemy, and it tries to kill you while running away from you, which is wonderfully reasonable. Okay, save that. Zoner boss is fairly good. Dependent on punishment for doing nothing. It will try to block though. And it has a combo to get you far away from it again, which is the ideal scenario for every zoner. And it sets up meaty fireball, which is something it might do, just purely by chance. That's hilarious. I gotta adjust the timings for this character a little bit, for the fireball. And I adjust the spike and the lag from this to, I don't know, a little less active frames. 20 active frames is quite a lot. Maybe 15. Fixed names. The whole attack still takes quite a distant amount of time. But meaty fireball should be ready to go. Meaty laser also, yeah. It depends on the timing of it, so it has to manually time it. But it can do it. Uh, that's great. That's great. That's great. Okay. Um, they don't have any art, so since it's like a magic guy, it doesn't matter what I do, but I'm like, okay, art next. Art, so spike, laser. Those are the only two art pieces for that. Anything else I should consider for this stuff? I should figure out how to fix this thing so it doesn't keep doing the search every single time. Hmm. Not check every prompt. Check. Once at the beginning of every new chat. Mm-hmm. So instructions. I should be better. Apparently half the stuff was the art here, so now it's like more code. What is this? Okay, that's just a select. Project memory will show here after a few chats. I mean, it, why is it not already? It's left. Art will probably be tomorrow. but it's probably not going to be much either. I think close pokes. Yeah, the few of these. Like close is within range, right? Probably yes. What is the shape? Radius 5, height 20. Why have it on the player? It's not a lot. 4 and 16. And then the boss ability also should have its adjusted, maybe? I could duplicate the laser and make it dark too, just for the sake of art purposes. I don't know. Okay, that's definitely something that's like a boss. Any special properties for this boss? I don't know. I think the can be, or the must be combo thing is definitely going to be like the most important thing that comes on the first boss. Which means if I put it on the zoner, you have to get in and get in well. Not just like, oh, I hit him. No, you have to combo this guy. Okay. Wait, could I get the block a health component? Because I have this spawnable ice block. If I give this thing a health component and a hurt box, and then I just call Q free when it dies. Oh man, that would be funny, but I don't. Oh man, okay. I can't really think of anything else to do other than the art tomorrow and splitting up into more enemies, which is more of a 2 hour thing. So I'll leave it here for now. See you tomorrow.